Short video. Way to go, Fred. Welcome back, hot dogs. It's your boy Spider Pig, aka TWP. Y'all know what's poppin'. Another day in paradise. Super Saturday. Y'all know how we vibe. Good morning, Sue. I know that's you lurking in the background. Y'all know to go check out my big homies, the Bud Files. She done double tapped that screen for your boy. It's always good to see you, Sue. Oh man, let me get this beat going. That way I can get my audience in here, so that way I'm not by myself when I go live. You know, some of y'all be going live by yourself, but I don't like to do that. I already got TWP in here, so we need to get at least two other people in here. Then we can go ahead and feel free to get started, because you know the replay gang don't like the way the long ass intros be taken. But hell, it's what it is. Either you like it or you don't. Either you fast forward or you won't. It's literally bringing up all shorts. Why is it giving me all shorts today? What beat we want? We did Battleship the other day. Drink, eat me. What the hell is this beat about? I don't know. I don't think I've seen this one. But let's go. It's the big homie, so we gonna check him out anyway. Okay. Y'all already know. Make sure y'all do y'all YouTube thing. Yeah, like the video. It's free. I think I'll smoke my roach weed from TWP. Our Wake and Bake was just the regular strength today. We ain't gonna be super hyped. It should be a short video too. I think I only found one other video I wanted to review this week. But that's all too good. Let's get into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all up all morning. We got this big Buy Me a Coffee video we doing on TWP anyways. Shouts out to the Buy Me a Coffee. Y'all know we having us a monetization celebration. And we'll be asking people the question, what would you do when you get monetized, or what have you done since you're monetized? You know, we got a question for the people who ain't there, and we got a question for the people that are there. But either way, we gonna be a hater and be pocket watching y'all motherfuckers today. Let's go.
Look forward to further announcements. So here is the main cast of Dragon Ball Daima. Interesting. Once again, no update on Gohan yet. But we've got on the left, all the way on the left, it's Goma, and then right next to him, the Masked Majin. That character is literally called the Masked Majin. Then we have Glorio, who was this discussed earlier this week. Monday, we dropped the visual, the art from Chronicles and the artist, and then the official behind-the-scenes production information about him. Then we have Goku and the Supreme Kai, followed by Vegeta and Piccolo. So it looks like Vegeta and Piccolo will be coming along with them on their quest, or at least be involved to a degree. Mini Vegeta, Mini Piccolo. I suspect all 7 of these characters and more will be playable in Sparking Zero when the Daima DLC comes out. Is this?
Uh-oh.
This is Chi-Chi shaking her butt in slow motion, and that's great. But AFK Arena is also great. AFK Arena is a free-to-play
AFK Arena, let's see.
Android, iOS, and
Let's skip the ad. I appreciate Big Homie for the ad, but hell, we trying to watch Chi-Chi throw it back on a Nimbus.
You can even unlock pets now. Look at them, bro. 23 to receive an epic reward. Plus, you'll be helping
y'all
out
use
to
that
check.
promo code though if y'all going.
It's your boy Goku. And this song goes out to all my Chi-Chis. And I want y'all to get on the Nimbus and just throw that ass back. Like, ha, yeah, yeah. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. I was surprised when Chi-Chi threw it back. I was like, damn, look at that ass clap. I said, go ahead, make that ass pop. You finna catch this Kamehameha. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. That booty made me turn Super Saiyan 5. Chi-Chi threw it back and made my power level rise. I heard Frieza came back and he trying to fight. I would save the world, but I'm preoccupied. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Chi-Chi threw it back on the Nimbus. Hey, hey, hey. Thanks for watching. Hit the like. Thanks for watching. Hit the like. Like. Stop playing. Hit the like. Look at the merch. Oh my God. Look at the merch.
Shout out to him though, but hell, let's get to it. Oh yeah, that's right. We got the Dragon Ball Heroes, something I haven't touched on this channel, but I've been keeping a side eye on it. It's episode 56, and it's not dubbed or subbed. For those who didn't peep that is a red-haired Trunks, aka Super Saiyan God. Shouts out to people getting their upgrades. That's one thing I like about the newer content. Everybody gets their upgrades. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what it's about.
ましたか。
わかった
時の裁き。
これは時の解放神様の海王神様のやっけだな。
避けきれますかね。何？いつまで避けきれるかな。フリース。時の力が使えなくても何が神の力。その力は私にこそふさわしいのだ。
See, I actually like how they're doing their animation these days too, because that's actually tough. A lot of people don't like that. What was it? It was Shintani, I believe. That was the one that was used in the Broly, which was great. But this is actually cool because it's an upgrade. It gives you the characters are cartoons, but the backgrounds are more of a realistic vibe type of deal. You see what I'm saying? Except for when it's overly clear, like you look at things in the distance, it looks kind of real. But when you look at them up close, that's when they give you the animated feel to it. You see what I'm saying? They throw the realism in there a little bit. And it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad. You get used to it. I mean, look at the old boy face though. He like, this boy finna put in that work. I might need some help. That's why he had 6 little dudes running around too.
腹減ってんかは知らねえ。神狩りっちゅうのはよくわかんねえ。ただな、仲間を傷つけるのだけは許さねえ。もう一人のオラ、おめえがオゾットのやつを倒したんか？ああ。へえ、疲れた。
時の海王神様は。
大丈夫だよ。ただ眠っているだけさ。
あなたは先代の時の海王神アイオス様。
それにしても孫悟空、やっぱり君はすごいね。
くそ、この私が。
これは僕が預かろう。もう悪さをしないようにね。それから時空を元の姿に戻しておこう。手の香りが寝たしさ。ウユリの実家よでちょんま。 スの友を浮くじ。
Y'all know to keep up with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, man. It'll be active. Shout out to my video sponsors.
Which parent are you? In the bustling city of Nutriville, a group of extraordinary individuals has emerged, known far and wide as the Superfood Parents. They are on a mission to transform their families' lives through the power of nutrition, one delicious bite at a time. Meet Chef Lakita Marie, the culinary mastermind behind the Superfood Parents playbook. With boundless enthusiasm, she welcomes you to embark on a thrilling journey to becoming a true superfood hero. But what exactly does that mean? In Nutriville, superfood parents are everyday heroes. These superfood parents lead the charge for better health, but not with capes. They lead with carrots and whole food fats like avocados. And instead of masks, they lead with mangoes and berries. Fruits and vegetables are the disease-destroying arsenal of heroes. Are you a disease destroyer superhero for your loved ones? Fruits and veggies fuel the mission of heroes like Veggie Vixen. Are you a Veggie Vixen for your loved ones? Dedicated to ensuring their loved ones thrive on a diet rich in faves, fruits and vegetables. Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to guide your family to superhero status by reaching the highest levels of health and wellness daily. Become a plant-powered titan, a superfood avenger, or even a face crusader by earning 5 points for every fruit or vegetable eaten. It's a fun-filled quest where nutrition meets excitement. All of the digital details are at superfoodparents.com for the full experience. Superfood Parents has also created workbooks, where you'll discover the tools you need for success. These workbooks give you the heroic strategies to craft your grocery list like a seasoned hero, which means you now have a playbook to even track your weekly meals like a true champion. And engage in mind-bending nutritional education with word searches that will keep your family entertained and informed. So, are you ready to join the ranks of the Superfood Parents? Are you prepared to unleash the power of face and make every meal a heroic endeavor? If so, flip the page of the Superfood Playbook and let's begin your journey to becoming the ultimate superfood hero.
To become a sponsor, just visit superfoodparents.com.
It looks like someone's been doing their push-ups, sit-ups, and drinking plenty of juice. Why don't you and I do some private training?
OMG, I would so love to learn how to do the Kaioken.
You bet! I'll even show you my special power pull technique.
Goku, you are so rad. Dad, we're just going to train. Stop being weird.
The only thing weird here is Kakarot putting his hands on my baby girl!
Daddy, you have done this so many times. When Goten and I were hanging out, you overreacted like a total geek.
I want to take off your bra.
You bastard!
And when Yamcha offered me flowers, you knocked out his teeth.
Great!
Hello. You come around here often? Oh, wait, Vegeta, that's your... Oh, my God. I flirted with a monkey. I almost committed bestiality. Ah! You're still a monkey.
Are you feeling angry, humiliated, astonished?
Hey, he got some nice merch. I might have to get a shirt.
Jesus Christ, really?
Don't forget to become a member of Unrelent Gaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Sam?
I already joined this Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
blew up the domino. You blew up the domino, and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
And so now, with everything that Lord Beerus had done, and with everything Lord Beerus had to go through in order for him to get to this very moment in time right now, I'm afraid Lord Reno will experience what Lord Beerus' wrath truly feels like, along with having a lifelong lesson taught to him by a rivaling god of destruction that I am sure Lord Reno will never, ever go on to forget.
Beerus is in that mode.
As our story now continues, following the initial rematch involving both Universe 7's God of Destruction Beerus going up against Universe 13's God of Destruction Reno, to which upon their battle being shown taking place as both angels went on to watch very carefully was when Angel Pinota went on to then respond. But I don't understand, because Lord Beerus was nowhere near as powerful, nor was he nearly as impressive as he was when Lord Reno had faced him before. And so what exactly did he go and do that has allowed for him to not only grow stronger as a God of Destruction, but to also go as far as to mix in and use the power of Ultra Instinct as well, with Whis responding, well, not for nothing, but Lord Beerus isn't entirely wrong when he had mentioned on how it was mainly Lord Reno who was responsible for this having to happen. But aside from Lord Beerus' desire to get away from being lazy, I must give credit where credit is due, because if it wasn't for our older brother Ivalco and the Saiyan mortal Gohan who was there to train with Lord Beerus when they did, well then none of this would have ended up being the case as it is happening right now. And so you can't really go and fault Lord Beerus for doing what it is that he went and did, you know, with Angel Pinota responding, hold on, so Ivalco is the one who is responsible for Lord Beerus' evolution and having him ascend into wielding such power? And you also say that he was training with a mortal as well? You mean that same Gohan which Lord Reno was shown taking down just before having to battle against his father? And when exactly were you planning on telling me about all of this to begin with, Whis? And what I also want to know are the drawbacks behind this form which Lord Beerus currently wields, because unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, then he isn't able to hold on to such a power like that for a very long duration of time like how we are able to. Is that correct? Well, that is correct, Whis responds, and although I didn't find the need to mention anything until coming here, but, well, what I will go as far as to say is that although you are slightly correct in Lord Beerus being unable to hold on to such a power for a long duration of time, let's just say as we are able to, since we are more exposed to using Ultra Instinct naturally, and I think that Lord Beerus, however, will be just fine. But Lord Beerus wasn't the only one who was also shown having to evolve himself, because coincidentally, that very same mortal whom Lord Reno was shown having to defeat was also able to do the same as well. So then this really truly was orchestrated by Lord Beerus following his defeat by the hands of Lord Reno after all, because now it's all starting to make sense to me, especially if Ivalco was the one who was responsible in helping him alongside that Saiyan mortal named Gohan as well, which all the while in the meantime with Reno then shown having to quickly make his way towards Beerus, with Beerus standing there and anticipating Reno's actions, was when Beerus then went on to quickly respond, what a shame that you refuse to accept my grace despite knowing that you are completely outclassed here against me, Destroyer. Enough! As long will be the day where you will ever live to see yourself besting me in a fight ever again, Reno quickly responds, for I am going to break you in half, and so now get over here, Beerus. Interesting, Beerus went on to quickly respond upon being shown having to dodge each and every single one of Reno's attacks. But how could you claim for me to never live to see the day where I would best you in a battle when I am living through it right now within the moment while besting you in battle as we speak? For your arrogance in thinking that I wasn't going to pay you back for what you did to me is almost as pathetic as your feeble efforts in beating me me, Reno, Beerus went on to then uppercut Reno in the stomach by responding. And as I find it ironic that you claim to be the strongest, but yet for someone who is supposed to be stronger than me, you sure don't appear to be faring up very well now, are you, Beerus? Questions, for you are just a brute. A mindless beast who enjoys throwing his weight around until the very day comes where someone throws it right back at you, Reno. For you will never rise above your true nature because you could never go through what I had to go through in order to get to where I currently am. And so now the question becomes, what will you go and choose to do, Beerus responds. And as I ask you, do you give up and accept your position as being the inferior destroyer between us? Or should I go and have to further continue to make an example of you? Or how about I go and turn you into an example instead, Beerus? Or so you may go and try, Beerus responds upon being shown grabbing onto Reno's horn. Attempting to go for a death blow now, are you? No, I don't think so, Beerus says. Which it was only suddenly within that moment as Beerus was then shown spinning Reno around by the horn over and over again was when Whis then went on to quickly add, you know, I must admit that seeing Lord Beerus be as extremely focused as he is currently shown being against Lord Reno is most definitely a pleasant surprise to see, especially since he's never shown having to typically be this way. And while I would only hope that Lord Beerus doesn't go and overexert himself to the point of draining himself of the power that he currently wields, Whis continues, otherwise it would be extremely detrimental as he would be in big trouble if he does by the end of it all. And I would only go as far as to say that this battle is already over with the exception of Lord Beerus getting Lord Reno to admit his defeat. Goodness, but I can't remember the last time that I had went and seen Lord Beerus be this aggressive in a battle before Pinota went on to then add, as not only is he able to see each and every single one of Lord Reno's attacks coming, as he is also seemingly doing it all with extreme caution and precision as well, with Whis responding, oh dear, careful now, Lord Beerus, for you don't want to go and overdo it now. Well, even though you just went and destroyed Lord Reno's throne area and most of his arena here anyway, no, this is completely uncalled for, Whis Pinota went on to then quickly respond, as deep down you know that it is, especially since Lord Reno wasn't expecting for a rematch to go and take place here between them as well. Well, to be fair here, sister, Lord Beerus wasn't prepared either for when Lord Reno had arrived and went on to challenge him to a fight the way he did on Lord Beerus's planet. And so let's not go and pretend that this wasn't going to happen, because Lord Beerus is simply giving Lord Reno a taste of his own medicine. Which within that very moment as Reno's body was then shown sliding on down and having to now reach Beerus's feet beneath him was when Beerus then went on to respond, so are you finally starting to see the irony through your actions here, Destroyer? For you had previously stood over me in victory only to now be the one who is tasting the bitterness of humiliation against me. Fascinating, isn't it? And so while you are still able to move and while I am patient enough to show you mercy, you should go and accept the reality of your current situation and give up while you still can.
There's
I
this
will
dog
continue
walking
to
his
smack
ass.
you around your planet until I make
He
you
just said
surrender
smack you around.
against
He didn't even say beat you down. He said just smacking you around. Meaning you over here taking the punishment, and I ain't even putting in that heavy work.
And now that they are finally open, I will never intend to go and make the same mistakes before your resurrection ever again, Beerus continues. And that includes Lord Cobras, Lord Gardox, and any of the other destroyers who think that they could just go and walk all over me like that again. And so now you have one of two choices to make. Either surrender your position and admit that I am your superior in this battle, or I am going to destroy you without the thought of hesitating, Beerus says. For I will go as far as to explain myself to the Grand Priest and the Omni Kings after the fact if needed, but you, however, will cease to exist if you don't admit your defeat here against me, Reno. And don't you dare think that for 1 second I won't go and do it either, because you of all destroyers should already know that I would. And for the record, I truly never wanted for things to be this way between us, and especially since we had once viewed each other as allies long ago. But this begotten grudge that you have held against me for so long is what brought us to this very point in time here and now. And so this is the price that you had to pay, and so what's it going to be? As Reno went on to then stand back up by responding, I will never admit defeat and surrender to the likes of you. Never, whether you went on to discover a new power or not, Beerus, never, do you hear me? For I will never bow before you as being the stronger destroyer between us. But then, it was only suddenly just then from out of nowhere with Beerus being shown grabbing onto Reno's horn before kneeing him in the chin was when Beerus then went on to respond, "You ignorant destroyer, and that is exactly why you are in this position to begin with, because you can't seem to accept the reality of your actions when consequences come knocking at your front door. Well then face it, Reno, for you are without a chance of touching me, let alone actually winning. For not only are you completely outclassed and outmatched in this contest, but you are also outmuscled and outperformed in ways to which they are now starting to take its toll on you, destroyer. And if you think that I am gravely mistaken, then where did all of this overconfidence that you were just spewing against me suddenly go, Reno? Did I just so happen to snuff the pride that you had just displayed against me right out of you throughout this battle? Or could your eyes be finally opening to the truth of the matter? Beerus went on to then toss Reno aside. And while you may continue to go and try and fight back against me, you and I both know that this battle was already over the very moment I had went and touched down into your universe. And so now accept it, Reno, with Reno being shown having to turn his head behind him by then responding, "No, Beerus, this is over when I say that this is over, and lucky enough for you, this ends right now, Beerus." To which, as Reno was then shown having to unleash a gigantic blast upon Beerus, was when Beerus was shown having to stand idly still by then responding, "Stubborn and prideful until the very end, I see. Some things never change no matter how badly they try, but no matter, for this is going to be one mistake that I'll ensure you go and pay deeply for then, Reno." Yes, good. A direct landing, Angel Pinota went on to then quickly chime back in. Yes, as expected, which is surely bound to have made some kind of difference in this contest, with Whis chiming back in. Well, I wouldn't go that far, actually, because if this was Beerus from when Lord Reno had faced them from before, well then, yes, I could see as to how Lord Beerus would be in trouble, but this version of Lord Beerus is an entirely different destroyer. Which moments later, back down below as the smoke was beginning to settle, as Reno was shown having to stand and acknowledging his efforts, was when Reno then went on to respond, "There, now take that, you no good, lousy little vermin. Serves you right for thinking that you could overthrow me and actually expect to get away with it. So, how does it feel, Beerus? How does it feel to go and lose to me once again in battle?" But then, it was only just then from out of nowhere through the smoke, before Reno even had the opportunity to finish his sentence, was when suddenly Ultra Beerus was shown having to attack Reno before Reno even had the opportunity to recognize as to what was happening, as Beerus then went on to quickly respond, "Wrong again, God of Destruction, because it'll take an attack far more powerful than that to be what'll be strong enough to take me down, and that wasn't even close, for you had went and put me through enough which had forced my hand into doing what it is that I needed to do to be where I currently am, and so because of this, nothing that you go and try will be enough that will work, Destroyer, as you will have to need for a miracle to go and happen in order to get me to lose here against you. And so if you honestly and truly in your heart believe that I will allow for you to stand back up and continue to disrespect my presence while I stand before you, then you are truly out of your mind if you think that I'm going to continue to give you any more chances when the reality of your actions is beating you across the head, Destroyer. And so I said it before, and
You see, this is what is messed up. He knocks him down, right? He put him smooth down with an elbow. You see what I'm saying? Now look at him. Over here, foot on head, okay? Applying pressure. Shouts out to applying the pressure. You did, because that's what Beerus is doing. He said, "I put my foot on that boy head. I don't want to hear none of that shit he talking about." Look at Beerus. He got that look on his face right here. This look right here. That said, hit a dab. Hey, it looks like hit a dab. We gonna have to hit a dab for that one. Shout out to Lord Beerus putting in that work. Shout out to the people that leave whenever I'll be popping up on the camera, because y'all forget I do have to actually do reviews over here because we do reviews over here. You see what I'm saying? So that means I got to be on camera. I got to hit pause. I got to hit the dabs. I got to do all types of shit just to, be monetizable on YouTube. But we'll put in that work. I don't mind doing it.
I will go on to say it again, Beerus continues upon being shown pressing his foot down on Reno's head. For you had went and brought this upon yourself, Reno. For your reckless actions and overconfidence has now brought you to this very moment of utter humiliation, which was the same humiliation that you had went and put me through earlier. So how ironic, Beerus continues. But while I was wrong to allow for my pride and for my overconfidence to cause such turmoil among us destroyers, I now know that my actions and the way that I had treated you all was wrong, and for that I apologize. However, despite my admission of guilt, I will not leave your world until you acknowledge your place, and so this is going to be your final chance to surrender and admit your defeat and quit, or I swear to you on my own, if you don't, then I am going to obliterate you from existence, Reno, and so don't continue to make this any harder for yourself than what it already is, and say it. Wake up, Destroyer, for I want you to go and say it, Beerus continues. Oh no, but Beerus, wait. Enough of this, for you have kept me waiting long enough, God of Destruction, and so it's time for you to go and make your choice here and now. So what's it going to be, Reno? And I am not going to ask you again, and just in case if you think that I'm bluffing, then I want you to go and search my feelings, and you will see that I am dead set on wiping you out if it means establishing my position, and so speak now or I will end you where you lie. Alright, enough. I give up. I quit, Reno shouts. Oh, and there we have it. Whis went on to then raise his arm up by quickly having to shout. For your winner of this rematch between Universe 7's and Universe 13's Gods of Destruction hereby goes to Lord Beerus of the 7th. And what a battle it was, but very good, Lord Beerus, very good indeed, and so well done, with Angel being able to having to respond. I can't believe what I'm seeing, Lord Reno. Oh, I hope that he's okay, because he appears to be in tremendous amounts of pain, and so I must hurry and go down there and check on him while I can, to which as Beerus was then shown removing his leg by then having to oversee Reno, was when Beerus then went on to respond, a wise decision, Destroyer, and so let this defeat against me go on to forever remind you of just who I am and what it is that I'm capable of, but I also want you to go as far as to also understand that we Destroyers should not go and hold grudges towards one another, unless of course we warrant for death to come knocking, and so consider this moment as an act of mercy that was shown by me, as well as having me hope that you have gone as far as to finally learn your lesson, Reno, for you are no match for me the way you are, and the less you go and train to become stronger, don't ever dare to challenge me to a fight ever again. So now what is done, for let there be no more bad blood between us, as you are also very fortunate that I had only utilized a quarter of my full power, because had I went and used all of it against you, then you would have been obliterated without a trace, and so take that for what you will, and know your place to never go and disrespect nor challenge me like that ever again. For your debt with me now has finally been paid, to which as Whis was then shown having to appear was when Whis went on to then respond, oh my word, that was an extremely impressive display that you went on to showcase down here, Lord Beerus, and so I do hope that you are finally at ease with your previous loss against Lord Reno, but now that this rematch between you both is over, shall I go and take us back home so that we can go and treat you to a nice hot meal in the meantime, as I'm pretty sure that you must be very hungry with all that you have done as of late, and so shall we go and get going, with Beerus responding, actually no, for I want you to go and take me into whichever universe those Saiyans happen to be in with within the moment, for I wish to see their progress along with what it is that they are all currently up to, because it won't be long now until the word from our battle here is spread throughout the multiverse. And so because of this, I want you to go and take me to the mortals instead, for I'm curious to see on what their current situation is along with whom they are all currently dealing with, as it was only right then and there now during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the resurrected fallen gods of destruction, the Universe 18 saga manga chapter number 4 special then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from here, as I do want to go as far as to address something very important with our dear viewers at the moment. As before I go and give you the following information, if you aren't already a member of Unreal's Patreon community, then you are truly missing out on so much without you even knowing, because not only is the next episode already on the page, but if you want to support all of the manga content that you see and gain access to tons of exclusives along the way that range from a variety of different things, then we do encourage for you all to become members of our Patreon community today, for we will link everything down within the description box below and pinned comment section as well. Now, I will go as far as to say that not only am I extremely proud to not only see Lord Beerus finally lay claim to his victory over Lord Reno after recently being shown losing, but to also see as to how much Lord Beerus appears to have matured along the way, because if anything,
One of
this
the
only
only
further goes on to show
channels that's steady bringing out weekly Dragon Ball content. I was looking for new Dragon Ball videos, which the only thing I found was that Dragon Ball Heroes video, which was new like this week, because most Dragon Ball content creators are like, Dragon Ball ain't really been new since 2018. They must not be keeping up with the manga, because the manga come out every month. So therefore, it's new Dragon Ball content every month. Then you got my guy here. He does his fan-made series, and he got that out weekly. He said from the 80s to the 90s, Akira Toriyama was putting this shit out weekly. Let me see if I can do that. And he been trying to keep up. You know what I'm saying? The storyline's good because we watching it right. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the end of this. Get on through that and ride on out, because we got other stuff to do today.
on how much Lord Beerus has truly grown, which would now appear as though it was in more ways than just one, but with Lord Beerus now wanting to track down our heroes and see as to what their current situation is within the moment inside of Universe 18, you do not want to miss out on what is about to happen coming up next. So we hope that you all enjoyed today's video, as before you leave, do make sure to give this video a thumbs up by smashing that like button on your way out, as well as subscribing to Unreal and Gaming's channel in case you are new around here. We thank you all for watching and hope you all have a wonderful day, everyone, as we'll see you all in the next one.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to Unreal and Gaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell. Me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.
As you've recently just experienced, Destroyer. And now that I can see on just how difficult you truly are to deal with in battle after momentarily having to battle you, you can go and set aside any hope that you may have had in defeating me. Because now that I'm fully aware on just how strong and just how dangerous you can truly be by even going as far as to rival our Super Saiyan Blue form, what you will experience here and now will be far more than your body will be able to handle. And in case you were wondering, Gogeta continues, you can just go and refer to this as my Ultra Destroyer form, and despite the reduced time limit due to our immense power output, however much time we are left to go and deal with you will be more than enough time for us to go and knock you out as a result of our up-and-coming and final confrontation, God of Destruction. And so if you thought that I was tricky to go and deal with before,
on the prison screen. Shout out to the screen though. That's my other video sponsor right there. Shout out to the big homie. Excuse me. DJ is at DJ is. Y'all know go hit up the big homie. Check him out.
Remember me when you're far away. I always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door, in the bedroom, on the floor. Remember me when you're far away. I always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night, I'm gonna be there to the morning light.
So the people watching the playlist, this is where y'all get ready to go ahead and get to the next video. Y'all probably skipping this part because you only gotta watch the intro once and the outro every once. You see what I'm saying? Then you'll just be running through the playlist like, hey, gotta go. Let's get on to the next video. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go watch the full video on Unreal because I don't do those videos. See, he be having the full series after the whole thing gets done. Like, oh yeah, you want to watch it all at once, movie style, but it's 22 hours? I got you. Yeah. Hit up the big homie for that. Y'all gotta buy me a coffee to get me on that type of vibe. I ain't gonna commit to no long ass videos with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a movie, maybe, but anything over 3 hours, y'all gonna have to definitely put in on the buy me a coffee. Shout out to the buy me a coffee though. We appreciate that though. You know what I'm saying? Hit the link in the description. Y'all know we gonna keep it pretty.
Remember me when you're far away. I always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door, in the bedroom, on the floor. Remember me when you're far away. I always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night, I'm gonna be there to the morning light. Remember me when you're far away. I always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door, in the bedroom, on the floor. Remember me when you're far away. I always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night, I'm gonna be there to the morning light.
Yeah, y'all know to go check out the live from last night. Oh, that's 2 weeks ago. Even better. They just keep pulling them back up. See, I got some comments I need to get to. Yeah, I be liking to talk shit to people with these comments sometimes, but hell, they don't know I'm trolling. Shout out to y'all. Spider Pig, we out of here.